university a opanyin ba ko oye okyerɛkyerɛni ɛwɔ hɔnom ɔno kyerɛm sɛ ɔhwɛ anamontu a yɛritu wɔ man mu titiri sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛma abɛɛfo nneɛma tumi akɔnkan yie ɛne bibima mu nyinaa ɔsi ɔbɔ Ghanafoɔ aba so yie papaapa yɛn abɔ yɛn ho mmɔden eyi ɛne nsɛm foforɔ bi na ɛna nɔpɛ yi Ghanaian Times ɛde abantunya bia wobɛtumi akenkan.
Miafa the Chronicle the Bokrata and Twasu the True Independent and Opay or no so a tramfonia hodo dia, but an anno near Tinkra, as I could pay more air ye port to Honomoa. Electricity Company of Ghana ICG4 cra and near maybe the buy containers to do one best 2,491 and a chin and a baby drew airport to her. After Nano Yakos a senior Nash Mubes 1,320 something dear, Ninginada Ayra, Ami baby a farmer, home semna be ne Namanebo, ya about the Chronicle so Eddie Biaba to your chest, over to an amomi cassa de Yaquaco who airs her containers in a Mudria 9 or warehouse to be a private warehouse to be a war a year and cry hand in Portamon. I'm your cassa, ye quite a China for Macumacum or Che, and ye quachi one more Indian Ibako Cajon, ye primpri and 1 penny for Kukumwa, or Muguswa, Eshe and 70 more and 1 Samoha. Na MP for Seusu, and or no Suakosi or Attorney General Nina, yes, CJ, ye nipa been my petition as I say, ye no free son, and also want some the Bocrata, the Biabafo Cajon, and an opera the Chronicle the Bocratano, Edimunsem or the Bay.
Obrempong enti ehane edi besi ne eyo panyin kase bi pa na awoda
wow
ni dindi owura Samuel Jemfi
okay
ni padodo efre ni Sami Jemfi ono no ye acting chief executive officer di ma Precious Mineral Marketing Company PMMC
wow
ono kro ya na gold board no oda no
Esquire
you na ye Sami Jemfi awoda enti Sami onua ena mi ma woda pa
nice one
onyame onhira wate
nice one
onyame mo ho ban mini perry anan ene yanga ye wadwuma mu hanyinara yeso onyame nhira
nice one
ufi ne fe bushafo ne nyinara ye bompa se onyankropo be ma hoɔden na fe wama onimde a be kosoro a obetimi di abo man Ghana ene yanga ye ta wachi nyina ye di wachi no ene ma be koso ye di ama nti once again no happy birthday to you Sami Jemfi onyame onhira ye papa
nice one nice one
and here DSC
okay ti akra kofi da kon ene afei ama poma checheku ana oti omoka se ko wakrata no nsem ene etwagu no omo bo moden ede be somo ba bibia wo wajebre na hwe ana utie na no pay awusi anche bia na afei ye de agoprama so nsem ebrel na before that let's talk educational consult some in can show awofo a mo peda achepa e de ama mo ma a o mo susua ebi se usidan na se foundation na anya yia ebedwegu wo bere ko awasi awie enti abofra ni so no efi be 6 months e copy 6 years no foundation kase ana papa a obe build di ama no ene na be kire dachi bia no se kwan pa ana pani pa obenyini no waba be ye eno nti let's talk education preschool and elementary some in country or say oba no wadi 6 months e copy 6 years fanobra no mo fa kwan papa so atete obai ama no suahunu pa obenyini atimi aba be ye panyi pa na omo eye all round year school and vacation bi anim enti wo ba no se wo ye adwuma wo ye busy na wonya kwan enhwe wo ba no ye kura no me ba chew bo modern na fa no ko let's talk educational consult omo beje bre ama ne tete pa na wanka sa wo ba no ba fie bi a behu sampa wakwako sua de pa ana ode ba fie na omo gina eye Montessori any INDEC curriculum ne so ana omo de kire mo frana de e bi omo adwenim na omo ti abraba se yie pa enti ya kachiro bibia no pay so omo modern fa na ninjire let's talk educational consult on fa ne banenko no ko part of the LTech family na fe na adwenim ntimi mie Saturday school so wo ho a omo hyehyɛ ne kama ai no wo mo gina wo mo wo sua hunu pa wo makodare adusuam e wo nimdeɛ ma wo ma no wo mo kyerɛ omadeɛ bi ti sɛ entrepreneurship public speaking technology and art we nyina no oba no obenya scientific pa no e wo let's talk educational consult the bacho be home e wo Teshin Nungwa estate here Mango Street bomodin na friend let's talk educational consult for our number is so 0249 069 821 0249 069 821 let's talk educational consult or say building the future through children braso say yede agoprama mu nsem ebeba ababe somo sabede botela aye ready bema
enki
na what is say
nyame ado and Friday
match now friend na baso
match me na here
Black Stars ni Barcelona no
me say omo nye ready na be show omo Barcelona for
13th April Black Stars Spain
ye ko eden ya be bro say ye
Spain
ya be bro mu tu munye steady me see aso e be dro no they grow mo ni so
ebo man nko
all right I don't pay ya tinas ye hwe na adagudi ye mo nsema na Friday so no yakita ede abroma na Friday ntino eda Friday dey dra almost say thank God it's Friday e bi mo say Friday dear utu mo for mu ntie esan say weekend no so dey very very long ntino ene yatina se no we say our parliament the sports ministry of recreation budget no and drop omutumi approve ye ho nsem ebetumi abra sanso and MTN matches weekend we baso and also the ho nsem ebetumi abra sanso and na Black Stars head coach Otto Ado okopie mu e gamanche okopie mu e na kachi anonso no ode endase kese pa e di free Ghana fo nyina sanso and the Blasters of Ghana and so e de mano we any nsem bebre na no pay ye de ebramo European League matches and also ne wonyina no ebetumi e de Obrempong producers Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch ena kojo fozufan de minso amri ensem no ebramo dino eye ebo Taylor yen chance e the Parliament of Ghana unim say ndra tenase ano eye mo 40 eye 41st eye sitting our parliament and etumi e course na parliament tenase na eye Ministry of Sports and Recreation budget omde e come parliament na omu bobo ho na mpenifo etumi eye ya omo approve on budget mutumi ede coin na budget mpenifo ede coin anasom allocate ye no 65,899,460 56 Ghana cedis we any sika mpenifo etumi approve ede ama the Ministry of Sports and Recreation omo hwe nim se year ya ejina mu ana se 2025 year no ometumi ahwe no mutumi ade aye omo adwuma no so no yekabi ede ama mo na member of parliament ede ama edakulu honorable Govins Agboja or ensem kakra atuja ne okanyina ne se osi budget we ebeboa na development for sports policy sanso na stadium hoahoa e wo Ghana nyina no budget no betumi aboa na etumi enya bi enso Ghana yentie ensem honorable Govins Agboja rituja.
I rise to move that this honorable house approves the sum of 65,899,455.56 Ghana cedi for the services of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation for the year ending 31st December 2025. Mr. Speaker, these sums, amongst other things, is intended to help the ministry oversight the activities of sporting in our country, including the development of a new sports policy, the rehabilitation of some stadia, establishment of the National Sports Fund, amongst other things. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Daklu honorable Govins Agboja ni sema oditu jano sanso na MP Edima Ashama NS Nobwe honorable ono so de nsem kakra etujane okanyina se o se resources ni adia eno so no ewo Ghana ha no budget no betumi aboa na no so etumi maintain ni nyina yentie no.
The committee envisaging the potential of the new Ministry of Sports and Recreation to promote healthy lifestyle, develop sports talent, build patriotism among the youth and foster national cohesion calls for adequate resource allocation to the ministry to enable it to achieve its policy objective.
Entino we MP Edema Shaman honorable NS Nogbe no suri sama oditu jano yanko member of parliament Edema okre eno honorable Daniel Nana Ado Kenneth ono so den nsem atuja se sisi ano recreation e bibia se Ghana yemfa no serious cause esan se ebehu na sisi ano youth no ase nche na ebiewu ni ade a ose ni nyina no ensem fata na sometimes no ono owe brew side ntino sometimes no ofu mountains na ohun se enkrofo enina mo jogging ni ade na se ministry no efa to om ho se recreation that mpenifo ometumi akoye joggings clubs ni ade de ometumi akọ joggings na motumi ometumi ahwe se mo health no ebetumi akoye de betumi aboa pa na Ghana for etumi anya hode enti no oso mo hwe na recreation no nso no omutumi ehwe no mutumi eye ho adwuma pa yentie honorable nsemo kan.
Thank the motion as moved, and particularly to urge that the reform ministry should also take particular interest, especially in the recreation aspect, and get Ghana working. Because we all know that there are dotted number of key fit clubs around, and sometimes when we have important and well-coordinated, organized activities, it boosts the health of our young people. You walk on the street and you see very young people dying, and you have young people getting hypertension and heart-related diseases, and this all goes with the fact that there's less exercise ongoing. So the ministry's reformed name, we should also look at the budget allocation and see how mid-year we should put a lot more allocation into supporting the various key faiths around. We are on the mountains, and you see the Ebri mountain walk, and then the Eduko Masisi health walk, and all across the nation. The ministry should pay particular attention.
Honorable Daniel Nana Ado no so ni samo kan no owie no de to aso e kan say sisia no yes sports facilities no o se maintenance eno na e ha dwen into the ministry ni hwe na ye facilities e o Ghana ha nyina into maintenance no enko yi emfa ma yentie no.
Very excited that the report captures that Ghana hosting the 13th African Games indicate the fact that we presented the largest number of contingents ever in the history of our sports fraternity, and the fact that we also won a lot of medals and captures a lot of improvement and establishment of sporting facilities dotted across the country. I urge the ministry that maintenance has been an issue, and if we want to continue developing our sports and get the youth engaged, these facilities should be, the maintenance aspect should be very, very important to the ministry, so that these facilities will last for us and the young guys will get this facility to develop talent.
And you know, Honorable Daniel Nana Ado Kenneth Ninsema, ono so di tuja parliament and rano no. Yanko former defense minister, ono Dominic Nitiwu, ono so den saka kra tuja no ke nyina se ozi budgeta. Omo de bae no ohun se maintenance fund bia eni ho. Enti no ha dwen pa esan se o se ministry no nya sika ye stadium na ade no betumi ade asiesie sanso NSC enso betumi ade asiesie omo ye stadium facilities ni nyina but ohun se bibia sa ho eno no so no ha dwen pa enti no finance minister ni finance ministry enhwe na ye next budget a empenfo ba bonti no omo fa bi nhye mu.
Look at the massive infrastructure development because of the All-African Games that this particular ministry or the former ministry undertook. They would need a lot of capital injection to be able to keep these facilities well. It is the more reason why the sports minister says that, or sports and recreation minister says that, looking into the future, they want to rehabilitate a number of stadia, including Baba Yara, Cape Coast, Nidibiasi, and all this. But Mr. Speaker, when I go to page 8 of the report that the chairman presented, there is no capex, there's no capital expenditure, it's zero. I want the finance minister to speak to this particular issue, because sports is so important to all of us, especially football is so important to all of us. The facilities that they are building, what the man wants to do, what the minister wants to do, you cannot have a situation whereby this minister has nothing for capital expenditure, zero, nothing, not even 10 million Ghana cedis for him to be able to use to at least take care of the pitches and especially the astroturfs that are there. I know the National Sports Authority will use their IGF to take care of some of the major ones. But if you want to really go in there to do proper renovation, you need capex. So I want to find out from the Minister for Finance, should speak to this, whether they're going to use the big push to do it, what they're going to do. To have zero, nothing, I don't think it's good. And you are going to have a situation whereby Ghana is almost qualifying for the
former defense minister Honorable Dominic Nitiwu no so ni sama okay no yenko member of parliament edema aye bunkurugu eno aye honorable abenego aye la mangin bandim ono so de nsam kakra tuja no okay nyina say o say budget na pen for ede abano o say so nia aye sports ministry no ewo ye no budget no de entumi nya hwe entunu pen for nhwe na budget no next time omo increase budget man nkoso yentie nsam honorable okay.
Right, Honorable Speaker, this is a new ministry, and the budgetary allocation for this ministry is woefully inadequate. And I plead that the Finance Minister, in his second in November, will also increase the budgetary allocation for this ministry. Right, Honorable Speaker, I also take this opportunity to congratulate the Black Stars on their victory, and also pray for them that we will qualify for the next World Cup.
When some member of parliament, Edema Bunkurugu, honorable Abednego Bandim, also in Sama, or the 2 Jano, and drop budget in the Siano, sports ministry on budget to the best started, Eddie Aye Jumasa, na sports no, Isiano, it to me, and so him, oh, Yanko, the Blasters of Ghana, Kache, na Honsono, Idrua, when say, and draw a year to Ado head coach, Edema, the Blasters of Ghana, to me, a Kupiemu, a Gamanche, on a court, Nakache, His Royal Majesty King, ni a yet Taki Teko Churu, the second. According to say unim say before the game versus Chad Accra Sports Stadium according to say of course say ofani sira na ofani pieball into me emboa na Blasters of Ghana omuntumi enwini game no e rules our game no so no emrante no ewini 5-0 and so na ase pieball ni bibia no ase koye pa e ko Madagascar no so to me ko wini 3-0 and so entino outwado obepiemu Ghana ha no de na o say of His Royal Majesty okona kache na akodena say sisi ano ase ekuna omukoya no 8 goals and omuhye man consider hwe enso entino endra okoho and akoda His Royal Majesty the Gamanche okoda na sisi ano bibia koyie na ohopi se next games bono nso nkunimde ba na se nkunimde ba or the squad ni nyina ebekọ na kache no makoda na se yentie nsema otuado etumi ekan.
Like to thank you once again for your blessings, for your time, for your advice. I will take anything in me and we try to do our best to also give back the blessings. And the more blessings you are giving us, we also try to make you proud. And one thing for sure, if we qualify, we bring the whole team around. Thank you. Once again, thank you. And with your support and your blessing, we'll go far. I know. Thank you very much.
Entino otuado enka ana yetia no okoda ye Gamanche His Royal Majesty ni Taki Teku Turu the second okoye se okoda na se okoye before game versus Chad Madagascar no okoye no kose ni shira ene ni mpaibo se bibia nkoye mfama mranti no omkoye no so no nkunimdie akwa abade a oso back no tumi ekoda na ntino otuado enka na yetia no osanso de toa so se sisia no bebre na eka se dida yi wenya form ewo team obo ewo Leguanum sisia na so no otu bibia dida yi owo no players no bi ni boss no ntino onkofa dida yi manemba ese players bi ho no amoti I say at the moment I see others ahead of him cherese na say ni na cherese sisia de Blasters players no obia boss no ana se bebre na ya from no boss dida yi ntino onpacking nkuku ni nkaka nyina na nsi nchen say in time ba o metimi after no yanko the Black Queens of Ghana onim say sisia no yenya coach for kra ono nso no o hwe nim say obetimi aboa na ne no have to obeye no nso no ono nso etimi aboa na bibia koye Kofi Kim last ono ena mpenfo ebon din so onye Black Queens head coach sisia no mpenfo e dia tudwa say omo hwe nim say friendly matches enso ebetimi aboa so room April 5th ye hwe nim say ebetimi akọ Senegal na etimi abo 2 legged friendly match. The first game no about April 5th. Now you room second leg no so no 3 days after the first leg and second leg no so no ebe to me atwas when night preparation ahead of a year WAF corner and also no ebe to me abaso no team I was say maba wa no etumi a year adequate preparation na omutumi enya match fitness na bibia enso ekoso ye e de emo kim last the first game and that's the fair friendly match otumi e boy no na against Morocco Morocco etumi e share 1-0 ye ntumi antinti ye hwanim say ye matches aka ni nyina na momo enso ho yanko MTN FA Cup matches weekend we betumi abaso no fixtures quarter finals mu say na esitie enso ho baba nyara sports stadium no atram divisa amotina fie no mo Park Academy etumi abo 3 p.m. sanso na ewo Brekum Chelsea enum so amotina no mo Ebeche United enso etumi de apem so that Sunday enso no Kerala United etina fie no ne Golden Kick enso etumi de apem so ewo 3 p.m. sanso na Kumasi Asante Kotoko amonso True Democracy enso ebo enso ewo 7 p.m. na me kai mo say matches ni nyina no baso enso ewo Baba Yara Sports Stadium yanko Women's Premier League match day 16 and also fixtures no say NCT Army ladies etina fie na oni Hazekers ladies and so area pem so our Teshi Mats Park sanso and Halifax Queens and so any police ladies and so ebo Tema Mexico Astrotel sanso and Fed ladies and so etina Randolph Park normally soccer intellectuals at the Awintam so sanso and Robert Mensah Park and so dia lady strikers omni Jonina ladies and so ebo Berry ladies to we fe na kopiemu Jinga no Astrotef na omoni Epiphany Warriors and so etumi e the Awintam so and so sanso na yeko the southern zone mu so dia yeko northern zone mu so dia Prisons ladies and so etna Penkwase Astrotef na omoni northern ladies and so the Awintam so Supreme ladies and so any Sunshine Stars and this Sunshine ladies about Bantama Astrotef FC Savannah and so Kulikuli Astrotef na omoni Tamale Super ladies and so the Awintam so sanso and Afrosu Royal ladies and so etina ohene Ameya Park nomini Kumasi Sports Academy and so abo Dreams ladies and so any Ampem Dakwa ladies ebo and so Bantama Astrotefa and also ye bom edema yanko no ne na ye nhwe fixtures and so betumi abaso and so hodia na ye call the English FA Cup and also over the weekend matches be na and so abaso first game abaso no Fulham on the Crystal Palace and so betumi abo sounds and Brighton and Hove Albion almost so amone Nottingham Forest and so about Preston North End etina fie on Aston Villa at the Awintam so sounds so and Bournemouth and so etina fie na on Manchester City and so abo ye call the La Liga no so dia La Liga no musu say and City Real Sociedad etina fie on Real Valladolid abo sounds and Espanyol and so any Atletico Madrid bebo Deportivo Alaves and Real Vallecano bebo sounds and Real Madrid etina fie noni Leganes and so etumi abo Getafe any Villarreal bebo sounds and Barcelona any Girona Athletic Bilbao and so any Osasuna sounds so and Valencia and so any Mallorca bebo Real Betis and so any Sevilla betumi abo sounds so and Celta Vigo and so any Las Palmas and so betumi abo na Barcelona and draw omni Osasuna etumi boy and no outstanding game bakwa and also no eba so Barcelona etumi e win 3-0 and also no ye bomu bi e de emamo yanko the Serie A no musu dia Juventus omni Genoa bebo sounds so and Lecce any AS Roma bebo Como any Empoli and so ebo sounds so and Inter Milan any Udinese and so ebo sounds so and Napoli any AC Milan Fiorentina any Atalanta and so betumi e de AC any sounds so and Hellas Verona etina fie on the Parma and so abo Lazio and so any Torino and so ebetumi e de AC any a no so ebo bi e de mamo yako de Ligue 1 no musu dia Strasbourg any Olympique Lyonnais ebebo sounds so and Stade de Reims and so any Olympique de Marseille and so ebo Saint-Étienne and so any Paris Saint-Germain ebo mu wi any AS Monaco etina fie on OGC Nice and so etumi abo Toulouse any Stade Brestois bebo sounds and Angers and so any Montpellier and so abo Angers and so any Stade Brestois and that's Stade Rennais bebo omu wi any Le Havre and so any Nantes and so abo sounds and Lille and so any RC Lens and so etumi abo na yako the German Bundesliga no musu dia Bayer 04 Leverkusen, Omni Bochum, and so about Samson and Hoffenheim, and Osbeck, and so about Borussia Mönchengladbach, and RB Leipzig, and so between about Samson and Hostek here, and so any Werder Bremen, and so about we are now a Bayern Munich are catching us on Omni St. Pauli, boss Samson and Eintracht Frankfurt, and Stuttgart, and so between me at the ACN Freiburg, and the Union Berlin, but we are need Dortmund, and so any MS 05. And so to me at apem so we brain do no or say the agudemu ensem no na enke etwa a Dwaboase so at the Miami producers Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and akojo for su fan the minso amiri ensem no bremu di no muhim dada e ebotela enke etwa Dwaboase di amai
na ebo Friday also the any boys na hewa do they say ayi 10%
as the 10% also in the ebetia movie
amon so dia unjemu anim ho
na us ni yen hihye ma ne say that and say sao asay aye bako asay aye bako battery bako and no percentage ni very high you know normal
okay
about 99%.
Okay that's it ebo okay we say ebo Taylor and out in kan say ode agudie mu nsam enso ababe dom yen ena no pay enche bia na fe ye den koma hodo Obrempong. But before that, Haxa mixture and the Haxa capsules aye all satanfo and ye do so busia. They say yade wo nti na duro so wo ho, yade wo ho, enu nti na hospitals apapa enso wo ho. Nti Haxa mixture and the Haxa capsules wo bi biara aye osa ababetena wo so na tete wabrabo. They say ebra so so be ka kire wo ho. Say efri na dey kro all sentiment titi ubi o. Na obi ho kra owo osa nanso no nim empo so osa entimi iba be kire won signs and symptoms a wo honam mu wo nipadua mu a e kire se wanya osa abusia ebi ni say weight loss and loss of appetite wo ko na aduane unidi iba cho eno betimi a kire se wo osa afa ye acid reflux belching bloating chest congestion chest pain nausea and heartburn afa dizziness anemia lower back flank pain before or after eating blood in stool betiniama babubo so nyina no abusia hu bi ewo nipadua mu pe e kire se osa yadewa no ebi te so na nya yes apen so edro ba ko pe a mekamfo de ama wo se obetimi de ako osa yare yi Haxa mixture and the capsules abusia nti pharmacy shops biara a odi wani be kire ewo man Ghana ha ubetimi enya bi na Haxa mixture and the capsules FDA abomodin agi atum say ye ubetimi anom dem mo yo ba a wafa nyinsen ana wo mabofra nufo ana abofra wo ni 12 years e ba jo say dure enye mam enti uko Okanshi drug lane Repash Ventures and Hallows Madina Cars Pharmacy Tema Little George Community 2 Kaswa Jukat Pharmacy ubetimi enya Haxa mixture and the capsules dem mo say open do so po to dia bomodin na fresh sa number si no mondomo ema obi nto 0240 238 310 0240 238 310 and 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 Haxa mixture and the Haxa capsules or say ye osa ne time for busia braso say ye de nkomo ahodo bebre na mmom no ye dane ye ho aba ne ye ba be di nkomo containers over 1350 and na ye yisi for dia na ebedu port no muntimi yie na kogu warehouse na timi ayira ade free ho no nhwehwemu kire se wo makwakoche 40 out of the 1300 and over containers ayira petitions His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nsaka no refer the Council of State say omuntunofo no munti committee no munhwehwem say nsem wa nipa yi a wo de aba see yi Chief Justice in free ho no etesa pepepa ene ye be dosuko akosa nsem num na de wo bia no ye de adomo menko ba bia atwen ye dane ho ba ne ato adwumadi ni so
Messi menananu aguru basa abi bragro tibedu imle no na ma premaye hojo. As for me, I
take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow. Na yes, a room maybe crana. Me banoti me de or be gumi so weekend.
Hey, woman,
remember, I don't think I'm catching you say, ya no medi garlic capsules. So come on. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Moses garlic capsules. Wa mamoja di nipadua mu efurusani yi na esiesie oba ne barima mahona ahoden. Obinya eduro yi bi. Eduro yi enye mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Moses who how FDA ajije di nkratu yi ato.
Nfitiasie no me kunu ewawo odte ene asujie kunso yawo wie na chino me kwachu ba hotel pop be say be sapeo. What? A tea for so crown on my ye.
Pia wo kuponso.
Ekoba ne san me kunu antinase.
Edro bodu wajo ene ebet SM bitches.
Wah. Eni jia befi. We na me de yem Bible. Edek SM bitches. Timase mama me.
So wa warem eni jebe wie opaya. Na se wumpom agrodie abaye akwana.
Na ye kamfo Edek SM bitches.
Mrs. Wa oye mi onyina monno me no up one time. Edek SM bitches. Where the
hey, oba wafa yefunu ene oba oma ne ba enufu enumbi wo ye bema na wonye 18 na wontumi enum FDA adi edwadie nkatori
SHS 1213 admissions have started at St. Andrews Senior High School, and I have good news. Have you finished PEC and not been placed in a school of your choice? Do you want to rewrite your WASI? Have you been posted far from home? Have you been placed in a day school but you prefer a boarding school? Or you have not been placed at all? Don't worry. Just hear me out. Your best bet is St. Andrews Senior High School, a grade A SHS with excellent facility and a wonderful teaching and learning atmosphere. We offer general art, business, home economics, agric science, general science, and visual art. We are located at Accra, Asinfosu, Niwe Dibiase, Dunkwa Ofin, Takradi Shama, Mankasim, and Seshi Asawenso. St. Andrews Senior High School. We are always in the lead.
Wafi Samuel Udnowi, and no money who say I can was a new. Who cast up a packet see ya no baha, none nasa tataya, or Casano didn't Sakatano. And but we are doing since Papa.
Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsules at aroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice and cassa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsules. And your mama, you come up.
A woman bought your dear for Sunny with the Pedianum. Now a breast as a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or restaurant, will be a charge of 10 temper. Gas is young. A macra, a mania movement of future crumina, a torch, we broke a water avian, a friend and Hoyan,
and see as Spanish Jimpo capsules, Hannah.
Spanish Jimpo, and who they are, watch your free, Jimpo below, and so your friend is saying, Attorney General Sakani. What for a money seeker or PPP and then a womafa?
Say a muntina make us a home. I dare no money ya and Kagana for to abetiamo. Money ya. Kagana for to abetiamo. Mama who free said Tina Ghana for Betness Din Akasa okay. You're your mama ya to abetiano 2016, but you who saw to Mabu Midi yet as Uncle Fanemra. You see, on my no, baby I kono. A quiet to say, Obia and Fana Samomra. Na yemra mekasa o man no ye pese ye de kosen yemra John Jamani Mahama wonu mu ye research ko Ghana for na so ekobi so mo se obi be ye mampanyi a this one e dia na wo free se baby a wuti mampanyi betuma ye ama na boa o ana obi aka ne de obi aka ne de obi aka ne de ana mo kotena ase ana mo ye meeting no kan ni nyina fu a enom de ye manifesto eti some manifesto no eye Ghana for aspirations. I Ghana for now, government for the people. No, Ghana for now. Say me pe mobile phone. We see me pay 80 ye de abase ye be ya mamo. And nipa no so buy no ye say me da beda if you find down. Yes. nipa no so bae ne bosha wo say in it is first 120 days meye we no wo guso a wo ye
okay BSA
so eti no abanyoma omunja kasa and omo parliament and budgetary allocation be inadequate and the budget be akwa and sasika ni so modi sika na amanasa no jo mama okotu galam say
said you no mo mutu galam say no almost easy excavators after the yirai
kwara me say mo na modi sika no ware nam na amana ka dompe no mo ba be maye ba John Jamani Mahama pressure
hey PSA yenko enen koma hodo yen hyase na energy minister honorable John Jinapo odin semi betuga say a containers bi na e port over 1,300 and something ayira afrimu a wo munim ba bi eko eno da ya wo makwa hunu 40 out of the 1,000 over 1,300 containers aye ECGD ayira no yenko ne yenko hwe wo bra wo mko ya wo mko hu ba bi a sa containers yo yen hwemra.
The briefing I got this morning, and let me comment the National Security Operatives and the law enforcement agencies. The information I got this morning is that already they've traced about 40 of them to a particular terminal or warehouse in Pung, which belongs to an Indian man of extraction, and they've confiscated all the 40 coins, and they are moving them to a secured location. The man indicates that those containers were sold to him last year, and so that's a subject of a matter of investigation, and the law enforcement agencies would ensure that the law takes its course. There are also reports of some other areas that they are picking intelligence. They will trace all of them, retrieve all the containers as soon as possible, and put the perpetrators before the courts of competent jurisdiction. Let me just sum that when we start prosecuting these people, let nobody come to say we are witch hunting. These are properties of the states. Every legitimate and legal means to ensure that we retrieve them and to hold all those behind these acts to account. And so we'll continue to work hard and ensure that we retrieve all these containers. So one person, an Indian man of extraction, has been picked up by the national security. 40 containers have been intercepted. He claims that they were sold to him last year. The investigation would continue. We want to secure the containers first, and at the right time we'll go with the media to take a look at the containers. The law will take its course. I am not interested in the politics, and let me be clear about that. My interest has to do with the containers. This for me has nothing to do with the political party. When containers are stolen, we have to ensure that the law takes its course, and that's exactly what we are doing.
Minister for Energy, Honorable John Jinapo, Anna, what is a watch 40 containers, a woman hunu, na fe diakano, one more dear chile, na baby be a one woman set him yakoka. Na ose can assembly, a one name there. Was it enchebia? One more, PSA, one more a ton sa containers, or see a tea in the nibi. As a container to be mano, and run so yakochi China for bay 12, any gun and knee back. I was a container in Wisdom ya. Yani a young Manasoni, a security expert, a Mr. Anthony Akwe, and Coding Como, and far as semi huna fe yan twaso. Hello, Mr. Akwe, am I quite about job as you made so, and I pay.
Major so, Minia Burma.
Me bacho na no pay to say.
Me not them on that chain, me pacho Moshe.
Yanso ya pa. Okay, and in someone, the Honorable Minister for Energy, John Jinapo, at the Baba 2 gas over 1,300 and over containers. Ana ayira ECGD, ana ayira ewo port war. Sabre de enra de ya omatimi akoko hu be 40 out of the 1,300 and over containers are ECGD ayira free port war. Baby aye shen common asia fini say e ba ne sen ana port a security wo ho cameras wo ho a ehwe ne ma nyina so containers over 1,300 and over etimi ayira the free wo.
Yo, Minia Burma, Maninchia, waiting for when you watch in on the pay. Obrempong, what question now? Ebiseno, and make a statement to be I am the papa. Ekade. When you store CCTV cameras or port war security war.
Yeah.
Now abandon now over there them security policies are what they would call it.
Yeah.
Abandon containers or to them obey report. Now look on the Mamedin can mark a day on the day. Up and there, security personnel are all possible. In their own training as being brought up as security personnel, you know. Compliance principle, no, up and there, one did that, and no, on my corruption, cause war, port war. Was on there, say, police is be today, CCTV camera installation. And one strong woman will monitor all activities of the various sector within the port.
Yes.
One checkpoint within the checkpoint and also one security policies, urban hazards control, in the of port, necessary, you know, Yabaka, router or doko, the checkpointer or the almost the necessary documenter. What verify there, and the man of report one has gone through the necessary, you know, legal process. Now, Ojina in painful at that time, now woman is pot. That's a make painful now. Now make all the sectors moving away from that, you know, all the sectors, you know, to make a sectors now. The national security is one, migration is two. In fact, the port management, port security, custom officers, at that time, the local far now, what were at post Minala. When you go far, Massime Wabi, when you're there, all the head of them, there was institution, Amabubono. At that time, I contain an you know, it is important. Say, Obrempong wanted to one. It's a baby, compliance, you know, open compliance, security policy laws or there was institutions. In this case, the port, you know, there would be a demand. On them, corruption in tea. Say, you know, or the container local, not a container local document or checking on here like that. On them, bribing for corruption, to keep your own tea. Now, once we jam or that, the with this report, it's a bizarre. No compliance, you know. Another not adhering to strict compliance of security protocols. No, only normal madam the main outward there was institution in this case port.
Okay, Mr. Quay, not just as a CAA dear. One no more port war mo year Jumano. Sabre ya sa containers ya ire. Say a bind percent was him no ya no more no obetimia achiwom ebisom some. Say 1,000 over 1,300 and something containers. Ebetimi ayire fi wo require report bi ama ho ebepem de
clearly because the investigation is here what they can extra port nankasa they are very very big and there are a lot of sectors they prepare them container no in the first place you know the sector na containers in one or will begin with that investigation from the head of those sector. In fact, within the sector, the department, within those departments, one year back there, where in charge of them containers are, why you know. Obviously, there are other security agencies are able to mark the one person, you know, they were part of the management of that department. Look of we now on record, you know, their names are there. And these are the very key people going forward, you know, within the investigation process, you know, almost to set up for one, to set up for one. No, make sure that we're about to talk to one. No, when you a lot of detail of the intelligence. But for all you know, no, share, over there are some, you know, foreigners, one form cartel with this, you know, local workers within the port. What to move the damage to during the investigation with the detailed information, who were the carteller, what to them. What was in them now because of corruption? What to know where the one movie them containers or the report. But no case in baby. where these containers have been sent to.
Okay, Mr. Kwe, sir, and near me a happening. Abribia Nedi Omaino Abro Yepa. Menoka say, as a security expert, a crime bench on argument say, Abenyi say, Wafa, not Ototoniama in the near future. No, sir, occurrence say, na containers adodwa kesiye say timigirano. Crime bench on Abino Womfa, so the baby prevent it, Sanyama we say in CBO.
Minabema, Obasha the head of security at the port. Say a car issue about the port issue Kenya. The first thing or the head of security at the port. The head of security at the port, you know, I mean, it's a whole combination of personnel and almost other security agencies that more or less will find themselves at the port. But then within that, we have the head or supervise the matters of security. Say woman on your access control in other policies no all very strong. Now woman the non Sebeka complying the very rules and regulation about mama them is the mayor more or less what you move from port to what you check. Now on Kabade corruption biara oko kodo on Kabade what one worker at the moment yesterday, we take over. No, one come and one be induced by those corruption act. Only if you are, it is also important to say the national security zone officer at the port. So of the urban area, it is important that Lancaster Sovereign you are the whole. Now, what should they? Whether there are loopholes, another weakness be in them security, implementation. Or I sure say. Bribery and corruption, and now they're still in there, up to them no uncle. So, madam, policies in Yajimada. Then, obviously, we did it there. In the way, government, another the new government can fight some of this, corruption and stealing and work on report to one.
Okay, Mr. Akwe, last question now for fancy. Enra, Honorable Minister for Energy, Kasano, Ocha say, the Omatino Dikan, Indian ni. As a container CB and one ho another day almost China for 12 Ghana ni ba koka ho a mo nyina se mo police for akachi a wo mo hwehwe nsei mu no abibia obeti China for India for and other people nka wo man Ghana mu and more time no sa anye galamse a na ye niema bia enkoyie this time around they na usu sempani for nye because China for ya beju for all you know ubekom no omon krata akure kuto omo a e kire so mbetimi de atena oman mu no ni nyina ewu nanso omo okromu a yenhwe ana omugusu a omudi oman ne bone obekọ galamse site bebre China for ana abosese wo ho a etuo akese egu omche galamse site ho a womudi djuma ensene mfata den na mpanifo nye na sa foreigners ya womuba na biribia eniema ensene mfata na koso wo man Ghana wo mo ye no den na mpanifo nye mfa ho.
Obrempong, very good question. I should question be say me now when you dey was in a church and seminar about the solution ankasa or them in some na church no what they can and make a statement there. Oh yeah, China for other foreigners what the money mu e be kwa kwhwe kwa na wo kata no kwa no on yejuma na kata order what the money mu kwa on ye.
Yes.
Nti onye there me create decision. In fact, the law govern owner foreigners or money as in how about na one kata here no. The main no migration forward. So the head of migration also solid. In fact, they are part of the government. That is why we have this security institution. So the head of migration also solid. Now what share? The various Sabaka can say issues they are there. They are the local level. They can say with the local people within the place. It is the migration officers. This really one person of Ghana. This is the time I don't want to say one lay ambush at the various, the communities at them try to over where I'm saying. And then appoint them and see in the first place one document or what money or not yet. So yeah, look, what's wrong, man? You don't even visit the hotel or what they don't even visit. You saw money the way to claim local China. Because that's what's happening. In the case of US Kwampo, you look at it. Foreigners are more comfortable but they are so over. So why can't we do it as a country? say what about that no about yet corruption act or them stealing or them in the case of them port to me yet with their channel for about 2 or 3 become we have to even find out that what body stay a man on and you bear a document or your requisite document that needed to stay in this country. It should be fair. The solution is living within the fair man, and that's fair.
Okay, Mr. Kwe, you better was say anope you turn suffer na oji yeso e dey san chechemi e be so me yan. You be say about na so abribia you pese no twetwen komo e da se.
Me da se Obrempong nyami show wajin paso anyi ajinka say.
Okay. It's Mr. Anthony Akwe or your security expert and you didn't din come over 1,300 containers are ayira eye ECG dia na wo port na ayira ye na sabre o matimi akohu 40 e wo baabi China fo bi nchan ani India fo Ghana fo bi fra piesie
Obrempong I think say you are Akwe and some work no eye mene no eye adwen won nsem ni nyina ho because Sabio container na ewo port no enye mobile phone no obi atam de ahye ni botom
40 feet container
kakraka enko dan we mu okay eti ekwa ese obi hu but oman no mu no aban epesika dia abo oman no ho brenti no yesi aban business bia na aban agency bia no wo kra na ma ese otua port duties ene ade ese de be ya oman ne be san nyesika so eti say yakwa krasa niema na se niema na ewo mu no ena eba beboa ma yenyina ma hoɔden agyina ne na so a because Ghana ha ECG any VR for VR or netco wo mo ena ma ye enyina ma hoɔden ewo kuruma nti se ye de niema na eba na se bia betumi afa ba bi na aboa ma enyina ma hoɔden asi na so a san krofo no time ben ena ye kra niema no niema ne beduru time ben na ebeduru ya no hwan handle ye hwan na no ye head of security me nya adwuma port ba minim se eye dey immigration for custom for ewo ho a chese bibia hwe sesi ano Ghana no ho the way na nkrofo we ba e no mo disika ma se Ghana akọ ahoyehia mo
no MBP aban ye twam yi
the way na wo mba na wo mbe say o man no ho sabre oman ni niska etienu kwan se yema nkrofo bi tena kroma na wono eye omo te se tete no sene na yedi sikanya funyafu aban kra na maba na obi awia na wo ya krofo se echew when immigration boss ben ena na ewo custom for boss ben na ewo port security at that time no when mo ena na port ni se wo monsa they should be arrested
document ben omo de kire asa na this 1,300 and over containers e free ho
na saka container ba kumpa anka wo kampa anka wo nkane kese container mako 1,300
40 feet containers and the kimi yirai and there
na container tumi ayira na akwa kodi China for nsa na yeti kroma honorable John Jinapo wo de minimisa wo de ohene ba John Jinapo minimisa wo de adwuma de obo adwuba pa ma yenchi omo yenye investigation
an okasi maye mechi obi aso na obi megina wo say ye pa chew na we di giant oso ompene
me say ye investigation na na nado danko akufo adokra na fa afun say obi mfa sa de no komacha yenche na nado no oman yentumi ntrase na hwe sesi asikani oman no mo sesi Ghana yesi ye kwa akopɛ bosia na e de aba be support ye budget ni ade na oman akwa akoto ne ma aboden sei na sebio nipa bia ono ti ba bi na ono free se ono limnyansa ma krono adwen wo di trimu limnyansa che obia etio organized crime ene Obrempong ye farise na ya fanise na akwa akoton na me wo
yes na asemba ko amene Mr. Akwedi ye enso ye foreigners I won man Ghana mo a abibia obeti China for hwe galam say last time me hwe video bi on Facebook na Ghana ni bia me say no ye adwuma China ni no galam say site na minim ade esi ye but video ni ba ya na say omo exchange west ana boy no eko enti boy na kasakasa na boy ni yes o fa bo no ide wato aba China ni ko fa pump action gun
obeku nipa
awo bebe shoot boy na kunu e wo man Ghana mu ha please obekom sa China fo bebere omo krata wu
se ebesi unimnietia saa asem no ebesi because wo sa wo ko China
yes
car kura okoto car ho eho mmra any car no time obetuma use ni time untumi nyusu because as I say ye toto eniema yie na ye dealing with traffic eti wo to car na eya wo de o but ye mmra bi wo ho untumi nyusu enso ombeja wo mukrom wo haba ne enti a ebesi a obekwa akotwituo eye simple because ye ba ha say no obi adi adamudie bi wo kwan so ena wa odin krata bi ama no nti o free say senior omo ho emra na no odin na mra ye adwuma no
na ye ha emra na ye week
ha emra na ye week ena nipa nso de se baby ese mra ye adwuma na se wa mra na nye adwuma the tendency say nipa no ebedi nsem hunu no ye high eti immigration laws no it is yes saying
eti ebeti ba ka say ye immigration na omo hwe nipa ewuro o man e week ana
a week because say is okọ aflawo boda nipa bi ba senior dien enegu ni bagum se dien enegu ni bagum
o de betwem
immigration officer bi nyaje 200 Ghana edise ni botoma
ebinum
onyaji 200 Ghana 500 Ghana dise ni botompe awe
wa manatwem
enu nti na ye bekọ akọchi cocaine efiri na bai and fire borders no so but you see Ghana custom officials be IOGR any immigration officials be to Kroma ama sikadie basa nkwa na yo mode fane se wu na woto na yese bo oman
ho ban
ya kwan ho ban se na be ya nipa bonefo bia ma medi semhunu ene yete na se bomb eto o cycle Ghana for a bomb
Gabi
Ghana for nya bomb eti ene bomb too e wo cycle SSA you be say ho say Kotoka International Airport no say won e fa ba ya won mo ye immigration for no
yes
won mo to wo ye den
okay
because me ideally
yes
semi to kwan ya now do Kotoka kwan ya ye be for so rigorous search be be cause kotu utumi kwa akoduru baby ye see you mpabo nyina
obeyi you belt
watch na wa yiri nyina
obeyi mpabo a
eti e ba ni sen e na obi betumi di cocaine afiri oman bi so
abewura oman Ghana
no de abewura Ghana na no na kokfo kochi obi cocaine e wo adenta yewura twumberima mo bo adwuma ya minshira mo den cocaine ni free hi aye se Ghana na a transit point
but you see engrofo ka say 8 years ni anse den ohunu sa cocaine yi bi anase na fam din ni yente
na fam din tina na wonte ye chia na kwabrane akwa ye call say order from above eti na nu boni dwadie no na ye koso ne etia ene kakra ya chi cocaine kakra ya chi cocaine ni say aban na wa baso no e say won so so eti wo kona koka the way na mo bo adwuma wo Kotoka airport the way na wo mo eni si abre no but you see immigration for no any custom for no they have to be nationalistic
very well please ready to know yemfa we see yenko MPP MP Vincent Asifua oye tafo on MP for tafo what the Attorney General Dominic Ayini akọ court e wo sa petitions ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Saka say omun enyi Chief Justice Enfri ono etu hwa ene ono I say ready to invoke original jurisdiction between Vincent Asifua or the address in BBA go Tafu Kumasi and the Attorney General Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice Accra in the name of the Republic of Ghana. I say you are hereby commanded within 14 days after the service on you of the statement of the plaintiff's case, inclusive of the day of service, that you are to file or cause to be filed for a statement of the defendant's case in an action at the suit of Vincent Asifua. Nature will leave sort as follows. Dear Walker Wasemi, I say 1. A declaration that upon a true and proper interpretation of Article 146 Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 4, and 6, and 7, 23, 57, there's articles in the baby, and 296 of the Constitution, the President is mandated to notify the Chief Justice about a petition for the removal removal of the Chief Justice and obtain his or her comment and response to the content of such petition before referring the petition to the Council of State or commencing the consultation process with a Council of State for the removal of the Chief Justice. 2. And now B, I say, a declaration that upon a true and proper interpretation of Article 146 Clause 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7, 23 and 296 of the Constitution, a failure by the President to notify the Chief Justice and obtain his or her comment and response to a petition for the removal of the Chief Justice before triggering the consultation process with the Council of State constitute a violation of Article 146 Clause 6, as well as the constitutional protection of the security of tenure of the Chief Justice, who is a justice of the Superior Court of Judicature, stipulated in Article 146 Clause 1 of the Constitution. PSA, the Vincent Asifua Wapa Chida say, Anka before His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or the Ashishemu, and was say, Anka what the petition now banum, or the Chief Justice.
Obianfa petition bia mobia. Obianfa petition bia mobia. Ewo mo say owo ho kwan se wodie.
Yes.
By nya MPP for ene beba ba be holier than thou e de akyere yen. Okay. Amamra krona e de Electoral Commission boss eba office. Amamra krona ne nam so ene de Chief Justice so eba office. Emra no asisu paying say ye betumi yi Chief Justice ana Electoral Commission wa bra wakwa akotena ne office na ne dwumadi a wodie no eho atochema na yanya evidence bi a kire se waya de bi a enye ade papa enu ntino se petition ba ye betumi apaba obi amfa petition bi ama obi a Charlotte say duru ye e de kwam na yankwam e okruma wu nipa ode petition ko
obi sa petition ni say enko omfa omo a wo mo petition president ni say ye nyini free ho say faceless people
you say ye protect you. Now obi member there I say nka almost you faceless ni bi ye de mampanyi ye de petition akọ Chief Justice Yenti Kroma and the National Security Minister Kandapa anyone mo e kasa na wo kam no court to pe obi enim say asemi de ekose e dey nti na ese Ghana for betna say na o matumi predict court unanimous FC eti sansam na bibia na o mabotu ogu yakoto aba 2020 aye wie ya NDC for the assembly court Jenmen sam mejina court mejina adaka bu meyi anu a court to be born ho by say wo mo mayen cross examine no yet Kroma, is that good governance? Is that good governance?
And even wabra yeba beto about 2024 no mu Speaker of Parliament Albans Manakins for the Bagman and making pronouncement say year members of Parliament and be what NDC ni MPP nyina omo free party num echo independent na be so free independent ebe join the party no o catch them say amra wo ho ne say party di uba mra sebedwam na say wo free mo ko independent automatically no
say declare seat vacant
ABC 2020 wabere ko formina MP your friends Anderson ana
that be Andrew Asiama Professor Michael Kwei Eddie BD no ma papa ni ko independent ko wini ba house wo obeka ya ono obeka MPP ho kran se na omunya majority yeah me sa bone no me mfa nche ne da so yes ade no
what did the make journal say ebi ne see 2024 speaker gina sa the same mra no so Eddie declare sa MPC ya o ma ko independent and o ma free independent abe join party fufuro MPP amanyo ko so o monte ase eti sabre no afenyo makina no ye majority leader etimide some few hours organize Supreme Court judges
yes
within 24 hours am on the stay of execution ebe to speak a pronouncement so assembly DNA koso I was Supreme Court no as Chief Justice of the land ye di asem MPs ano woman say woman ko parliament say woman mpene ama speakers pronouncement ni nya adwuma
dia omo standing orders wonom de ye adwuma o mra se be fi ho
nti say woman ni so dia ane no mo so woman ko parliament asem na kwa kodu supreme court here ka Chief Justice the Assembly Subi also we have a country that parliament is not sitting. What is going on? Sometime the lawyer need be say what is your interest?
I was asking it was just to protect Nana Akufo-Addo.
Are you getting my point?
Oh, na yeti kroma na fe asem ne call ta na nipa aseda obi ase o asem we de say ya na eko pa ni amafo ka we radio so say asem we de yenim say Nana Akufo-Addo waje court na aboso wa pack court yeti awo yi ajaji for bebre ka sa ye cheche momo it was towards a certain direction say MPP for asemba mon chimra no ena wonim you say law no and the judges for no bosom but you see common sense common sense o emra beto common sense
yes
it is our kasemra no dawo no wabem eti wachi masem na akọ ho a that be ubebu konta because yeti kroma san krofo ya na Akufo-Addo mun krofo ya yeti kroma na fe judge for ye dia sema na eno so ko faako sa enenam so ema obi kokum ajagefo because so man wuti o man mu a so man business kura ebeko yi a na say investors eba Ghana na wo judicial system na nya papa o man na diewu o man no epra because se onim se court no obi tumi fa phone na wa free judge say ai asem no say no na judge no because oni mranum ni ntino na we use the technicalities within the law no e dey adi asemtia atentrene ntina say atentrene ba won di ne trene na wodi achia no
because call be fi ba bi aba
yes eti ya famra no se mra no ye lupo bi wo ba bi eti wo betumi afa ho na because we hwe parliament sa we ya e course ya emra krona yese se party bi do ba parliament now say wundi party na chidoma ese wo seat no ye declare the vacant ye de mra no e declare obi de nanso obi de duru so ye de sa mra na ena technicalities ena de you see o enye sa ena ese amamu ekoso Ghana for a one ma yera John Dramani Mahama 1.7 million gab no wono mutifie wo munim yansa wo munim de ena wo mkoto aba no eti yen kanchira Ghana for say sie no ne kokoso 2012 election petition ya waha Dr. Ferijan ko gina adakem
yes
ya totona no eti gentlemen's no no de chese no ho fa bros
also court
na court to me protect no ada chief justice me kra na nkese me resign kra dada
anka nye so twen
eni wo kwa so twen po na obi di petition ba because watena siama wono na breso no eniama proya akoso e wo kroma
ana asem court a obi timi eke asem we ekoi
ebeko se ampani ampa
na beko
yetumi kodi asem yesi judgment no afera ye kwa print ya di asem na wie yesi mo ntwen judgment be ba later afena nkrofo bi eko akwakoye meeting wo baby na obi aka kire mo say me de mundi ntia omo
but PSA article 146 clause 6 no is stated clearly sir his excellency sir president no ni saka petition bi sa no a in consultation
with council of state
na fe omati committee e wono no mo beto nsa e dia for chief justice no
baby you are no
na mo dia ba say as chief justice because mati say there are some of the judges so yi kura a procedure was en kofa so ni ajo mutum wan fa so sa
yeti kroma Emma judge be corporate parliamentary candidate or MPP
yes
na asema ba
say whole central
na asema ba na yese ai na yese asema ba na NDC ni enefa no ho a na akwa sa nipa no na akwa case
so
enti wo say eyewo a wo bedi ama no say ne de kura wo bedi a chia no
obi anka ope MP adi
ewo NPP mu posters wo ho
bibia wo ho
ya kan sansem wo kroma sa tam chief justice no wo he
ye ni judge e wo supreme court
yes sa tam chief justice no wo he was that attentrene sɛ wokɔ court a saa sɛ bin balance wo sɛ dɛn no ɛgyina hɔ pɛpɛɛpɛ sei ebi nkyiaeɛ na yɛkɔ akɔfa politician sɛ wɔmmra mmɛdi asɛm obi a wakɔpere wɔ MPP din mu sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔ mmarahyɛ badwa fie
wɔne nanado da flyer so down.
That was I think 2016.
Yes.
Na yeti ko eti chief justice person ohun se saa de no enye bone ana. There are plenty cases aba Ghana for na in the court of public opinion class see ya opa bie ahomado se see na Ghana for 10 and free mu 9 na 8 be catch say chief justice na so ko. Because niesi in the past 7 years we say no Ghana for nyina hu bi omo nyina hu bi election petition yet ya ensem ni bi wo etumi ba Fred na boss CS so nyina obi e complain
after the elections His Excellency John Dramani Mahama NDC aban yi wi ni wi Mahama nya betina so president Mahama nya betina so pe ana Ghana for ohwe social media utie radio ohwe TV a wo moka na chief justice ekro
you see
Ghana for the say friend
Ghana for
da be the chief justice ekro
okay
da be no kro eti dey ntina na Ghana for press ade no
because wo mu do mani ehu ni esi wo kroma in the past 8 years wo mu do mani ehu enu ntina wo mu koto abetia na Akufo Addo because no mo so man no in 2024 survey e ba yina emu majority for na se no man no enko baby papa corruption nenam over the roof afraid even judicial system no wo mo bisa Ghana for krasi enkoye ewo ho obetumi akọ internet so ewo ho survey no me yina Ghana for say judicial system na enkoye so mo hu atentere ne
Afro barometer
yeah
I'm survey I'm
always yes
me kwa na me say 35% out of the 100% of Ghanaians no and na as at 2024 so mo nya asem mo de be court which is very low
na me at that time no woni me nya asem na wo expect say me fan court abia me ye adwuma wo XYZ
wini
na yen ka say me ye NDC your friend say journalist na obey dey wini akokọ obey dey asa kira kroma amana ye ne fe it will never happen so people said say okay me woska eti metotuo e dey ato me ho eti so obi di nkwasasama na mabonu tuo na mada amafo so say ono so de onfa na sem nkokot because of free say nipa kona wode ne kokot na bia obe MPP a kokot a yendi maro nti onfa na snap na focus ya kan
no
bia
nice one
obi so wa ofetire wa na akoma alam ne ho
no akoye
yeah
fiesi yemfa no nsi wa your friends nansi ya na eja asi wo kumase eye blue light pz na eja hye wo ho eja na hye akire no eye honorable minister for interior honorable Muntaka Mubarak wow ana
asawase
mrase bedwani ode obo modern ede emu any oil say ade ato omani enti wokọ na nko wode saa niamai bag of rice ne boxes of oil samena ka ho ode akwakoche victims a eja hye omniema omani atutu aka omnsem a saa brei wo mu hu kotoko kura na omde kura hyem enti sabi se anka wani bo enya mo na test so onko ba bia mai minister na ehunu se e wo se nko mra na oma meso mase efise kumase na owo kumase na odi ni MP wo ana de ya tomani na bibiara ye de ye politics ni amanyo sem okromo anti interior minister de aye ya first mo sa video na mo ni kan boy no mame ansa wo break time wa interior minister edi emo bags any oil ni samna eko kumase mo wa mo ni kan ye no mame ansa kumase fo gina ho e bonu ntutuo yempe mo yempe oil yempe samna
a rented crowd rented people say MPP for no wono ma ye wo ma dwen say Yewura John Mahama wo mo mani nya na so ndidim emfambu o man no because o man who said the way na amamu ne kono say wo mo ye din a o mani gwase ne beye more because ye mamu 8 years mo ntumi anya mu bi Yewura Mahama ba ye onyanya bosome nan o
ba ne wa ye wo man mu ha ne ne ma watoto wo man mu ha ne mistakes bi a wa correct no a cancel na na Akufo-Addo 8 years ni nyina ma we useless enu ti no omo ye pe sesia no the agenda is that inter-American no NDC for mamo ntena ho ma MPP for set agenda mamo meetings or akoso ene say ye ye bia ye make sure say ye ntoto abo enko park no so emba is aware
ye fitaba ye mfa tuntum mfa ho
good emba is aware because he is part of those wo ma akotena se ahyehyɛ say mema ye ma John Mahama na so nko edidie but forgetting that Ghanaians gave you 8 years.
Me say eja eto PZ blue light.
And I want to me say a rented crowd.
Ba me akodu wo kra no mo ye politics wo be eja na.
Yes, na American nipa ne kono watambas emma edit t-shirt akoma manfo obi akwa print wuntumi akwa print t-shirt e de ama manfo eba wo no akwa akotena ho.
Ba me na ne wura fi say ofi power no 3 months ni ana.
No ye the economy ni man no kwa de papa be na oyeye. Bank of Ghana otokobia na so oton adongo
na ba omiakopi Asante region
na Bank of Ghana for atena se Bank of Ghana aboka.
Okay ya hwe ayimra interior minister and Asante regional minister omon say mo kan yentie bimra
to make a contribution, and the way to make the contribution, in my view, I'm doing a paper to cabinet that look, the fuel that we buy, let's dedicate just 10 pesos per liter just for fire, because as we speak, when I went to the Ministry of Interior, I realized that the newest tender that we have was spoken in 2014. That's more than 10 years. You and I know the way they run. In about 6-7 years, they become obsolete. Yet the newest tender we have is more than 10 years old. Why? For the whole 10 years, as a country, we have not bought even a single fire tender. So sometimes we all blame the fire officer for nothing, because they are using obsolete equipment. So sometimes the frustration, they go through so much frustration themselves. So one of the things that I think, if we can do
eti uhwe ya video di kan ya ye boche no na honorable minister for interior honorable Muntaka Mubarak Mohammed ana wuhunu ye se wo kasa na o kire kwan yo fa so a o ka se obeye na wakwakoboa na kumasefo a eja ahye omniema na wo matimi aye na omudru ho na omugbo ntutuo yempemu about 1,500 bags of rice, 800 boxes of oil. Samana munye mokapre motronim anu woman ka say sabi minister ka say sabi sa emu bag ya odi bei anu no odi bre mu na sabi mo ha nyina to atwa asantefo bi mo
na eto
yes
kejetia endeni week pepepe na eti hase na sa issue no e ba John Mama ene kotwa ajatum
da bia nyo no.
So what is the issue?
And minim die ntia ade we bibia ya politics o man Ghana ha, because
MPP for no wo matena Kumase abopo se wo mo ede eja no ebe hye nkane adundum meanwhile fire service for nya wo investigations enwie so ma wi a medamente
na so mo kasa da bia mi bisa se time one na dan Akufo-Addo wo so anapo eye energy minister na mo dundum nkane wo krom ha Ghana for bisa table no oba say ye diemra sa time no Kumasi no mundum light ana
no mudum no
enti so mundum light a da bia mi bisa se eye Mary isasele John Dramani mama